my internet crafty friends, and welcome to my channel. This morning I am going to show you how to make these cute little tea bag holders for your Christmas table. I watched a video by Titus this morning. Her video was done 4 years ago, so I don't know who invented this. If she did, then I'm giving her credit, but that's the video I watched. And I think they're so cute. And so she used an 8 by 12 sheet of paper, and it was a two-sided kind of, you know, the paper pad sort of things that you get, two-sided paper. Well, I'm only using one-sided paper, and it's regular paper, regular stationery paper. It is 8.5 by 11. So I modified the measurements. So what I did on the 8.5 side, I just kept her measurements and did 2.5, and then flipped it over and then did 2.5. So that's easy, right? 2.5 and 2.5. And then on the long side, we're gonna do it at 5.5 because she split her paper in half, which was 6 for her. But this is 5.5, so that's our middle measurement. And then we're gonna go and do 1 1/8, 2 1/4, and 4.5. And then we're gonna flip it over and do the same thing. So 1 1/8, 2 1/4, and 4.5, just like that. Awesome, right? Then we're gonna fold these in so we can see our little marks a little bit. Just those two ends, like so. So both your ends. So you have these little 4 corners. So we're gonna cut these 4 boxes out right here. So it'll be the 2 little ones here and the 2 little ones on each of these corners. So let's do that. And we want to make sure we're going on the, not the, okay, so you got the square, you want to go on the outside so everything turns out good. You give yourself a little extra room. So the outside of that line and the outside of this line. Or you can cut down the middle and, you know, make adjustments at the end. It doesn't really matter. Just, I had to do a little bit of trimming right here. I have to do it every time, no matter where I cut, so I'm just not a very good folder, I guess. I don't know. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to get straight. Okay. All right. Now you're going to take this corner right here on this long panel and you're going to fold it in, and it doesn't have to meet your other folds. Just fold it in all the way so that it's even with this fold right here, because you're going to flip that up like that, and do the same on the other side. Okay, so now it should look like that. Then you're going to flip these 2 over like that. And you are going to fold this up like this. So you're going to make sure that these middle parts are in the middle. So you're closing it in on that, okay? And then on your next one, you're gonna flip those back up like that on both sides. So now you can see how the tea bag stand is gonna go. And then these are just your tops. So you're just gonna flip these down like this. And then you can glue them down. So I'm gonna glue them down. And this is where you might have to fix your edge a little bit, like that, and like this on this side. Like I said, no matter what, I always end up cutting that. You probably won't have to because you're probably not a perfectionist like me, but I like my edges to be straight, or at least appear straight. Okay, and then I'm going to glue down this one. Shouldn't be doing this on my board, but I did, so you know how that is. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to pretty up this edge right here. Okay. And flip that over and pretty up this edge over here. Okay. So now all we have left to do, now you can store them like this if you don't want it until you use them. I'm going to poke holes in mine because I add ribbon, but you can store them with the holes as well. So I'm just going to poke, take my hole punch and punch a couple holes. I didn't get them really straight, I don't think either time, but you know, just eyeball it. It's not important. Okay, and there you go. And then you can just store them flat like this or like this together like that until you can use them. So you can make them for any tea party, you know, just use the paper that suits your event the best. And then I just cut a piece of ribbon. Let me measure one of these pieces of ribbon for you. Okay, so my holes are about 1 inch apart, and my ribbon is 12 3/4 of an inch long. So the ribbon's 12 3/4 of an inch long to make a bow that fits right there. Okay, and the hole is about 1 inch apart. The holes are about 1 inch apart. All right. So I hope you liked that little craft. We are having our Christmas dinner at church Sunday night. So I'm going to make a bunch of these to set on the table. Have fun. Merry Christmas, and we'll catch you next time.